Anshuman Rao and welcome back to another video. So we are trading this funded account of initial balance $50,000 since past 3 days, 3 to 4 days, and we already we hit the profit target of something around $3,800 in this funded account whole itself. And let me show you the trading overview and what happened in this all situation was, so here you can see the first trade we made around close to $4,000. So in this funded account our profit target is around $2,500. So basically we, in the first trade itself, we made something more than as expected, and we just pass our profit target. But still then we didn't pass our funded account because there is a minimum trading day criteria, which is 3 days for this present account which I am trading right now. So it considered as one trading day still when I made this trade of nearly close to $4,000. So we were currently sitting at $3,860 something when we started today's trading session. So we were currently sitting around $3,800, so which was good, which was more than the profit target. But still then we still traded one single trading day. Our minimum trading day criteria was not fulfilled, so basically we were allowed to trade. So in the past 2-3 accounts, tariff due to this Trump reciprocal tariffs and the China's retaliatory tariffs, there was a very very high volatility in the markets. And as a trader, we, especially me itself, I don't know about other traders, but especially me, I just used this high volatility trading sessions as my big move captures. And one of my recent accounts which I passed, which I did, was $10,500 profit. And you can see the minimum profit, the profit target was $2,500, but we did $10,500, which is 5x the target. And this is just within 3 days. So basically the initial balance was $50,000, and we basically, you can, if you will calculate in percentage wise, then it's close to 20.5% 20.5% in just 3 days. So this was the last account performance. And this is not just the last account. Since last 3 to 4 accounts I have been doing this, that without fulfilling the minimum trading days criteria, I just hit the profit target. So this is something going on since past 3 to 4 funded accounts. So I was I was getting bored, so I little needed some even after even after reaching the profit target, I needed some days so that I can play around with my trading psychology and with my entries and exits, and especially the whole integrity part of my overall trading. So this was all. So this was the trade over here, in which I lost around, I would say, $2,000 and $2,100 for today itself. So it was something more than 1%. Not only it's 1%, but it's close to 4%. So in a single day, as you can see here today, as you can see, the daily loss limit for today is almost reached. So the daily loss limit is around $2,500, but today it only the left, today's permitted loss is $125. So we kind of reached the maximum daily loss limit, but okay, we called it a day and didn't overtrade. So I was glad about this. Today the thing I was glad about me was I didn't overtrade. Even though I had a losing trade, still then I didn't overtrade. So the day starts at London session, in which I traded GBP/JPY, and I am not going to show you the trade because I stopped trading FX pairs from today, because the FX pairs are, it's just, you cannot, putting into the macroeconomics and microeconomics data into FX pairs is little bit more complicated, because you have to study the economics of different types of countries, and basically in which FX pair you are trading, that also matters. But the thing is, you have to go through many economical reports, economical data of various countries, and depending on which forex pair you trade. And there is not much of data, not much of data in the internet to put all this into put all this into a single strategy or stuff like that before involving into a trade. So you have to gather some conviction. So while gathering some conviction, you need some data. So that's not possible in forex pairs. This is what I realized till now, that in forex pairs you have to, to have those conviction, you have to gather some data. And while gathering those data, not much of data is available in the internet for a retail trader, especially, to have those kind of conviction. You just have to build your conviction based on the charts, which is, okay, price action is okay, the volume is okay, but still then you have to be more confident. To be more confident and to be more, to increase your probabilities of winning, you have to have a data, microeconomical data or macroeconomical data about the financial instrument in which you are trading. Especially, if you are trading indices or gold, you have to have, you just have to know what is going behind the markets. Yeah, that is the best way to explain it. So what happened was, the first trade was a loser trade. As you can see, let's go into the trading overview. As you can see, for today, I think 14, yeah. So as you can see, in the GBP/JPY, we lost around, this is the partial bookings, so we collectively lost around $560 overall. And our next trade was at Nasdaq, the NDX 100, the NAS 100. So our next trade was in this NDX 100. So let me explain it to you about this trade. And we collectively lost around $2,000, not $2,000, like $1,700 in this trade. So this trade was over here, and there were so many mistakes, but the one thing I was glad about is I didn't overtrade for today. But while taking this trade, I was a little bit impulsive. The very first mistake of this trade was I was little impulsive. I was a little more than which is not acceptable overall. So I was impulsive while taking before taking this trade. So yeah, before the market opens, I decided to place a trade anyhow, without considering it that there are higher probabilities for the price if it breaks this resistance over here, because we have a clean range over here. But the thing is, I didn't wait for it. As you can see here, that it was a fake out over here. If you consider this resistance over here, this whole resistance over here, this is a powerful resistance, because we have 1 2 3 4, we have 2 touch points over here, but also we have this 2 rejections over here. So it makes a powerful resistance. So we broke this resistance over here, and we made a new closing out of this resistance, and we had some clean range, which is a small clean range till this resistance. But the thing is, it was all a fake out. It grabbed some liquidity around here, and it continued to push down. So this was all. So our trade was around this candle, at the starting of this candle at 7 p.m. IST, around which the American markets open and the volume kicks in. So our plan was to cover this clean range over here, as you can see, and our trading, the risk to reward ratio was exactly 3 risk to reward ratio. And yeah, we got stopped out. Simply we got stopped out in this trade over here. And but in this trade over here, as you can see, this is a missed trade. Pardon me. So in this missed trade, why I missed this trade, even though it was in my setup, and it also hit the take profit according to my entry and exit criterias. It also hit my take profit, and the risk to reward was also pretty decent. But why I missed this trade? There is also a reason behind this. A simple reason behind this was, the simple reason behind this was this maximum, the permitted loss for today. So this was the simple reason behind this, that why I missed this excellent trade over here. So we were, even after the fake out, and even after we got stopped out in this trade over here, we had a conviction that the markets are going to go, the markets have reversed the trend, and also this big huge volume candle was closed below the 20-day moving average, the 20 days simple moving average, and it can be a sign for trend reversal. And also, if we consider this support over here, we got a break and close below this support. So we also have a gap in the left hand side, to fill, and it also did with complete pure movement, complete pure bearish movement. It filled the gap, and also with it kind of reversed from this support over here. If we consider this, so this was the reason behind that. It was a good trade. It would have been a very, very good trade, but the thing was, the reason behind not taking this trade was this maximum, the permitted loss, which we already had. Okay, means we are close to breaching the account if we trade more for today. So I didn't take this trade, and my most noticeable mistake for today was, even though the price action was not clear in the forex pair, which I showed you earlier in the GBP JPY, in that I shouldn't have taken that trade over here, that single trade in which we lost around $500, but it impacted, it created a difference now, because if I would have had that buffer, we would have a total permitted loss of $670, something like that, and it would have gave me a confidence to take this trade, which would have been a winner one. So yeah, this was all for the video. Hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed it, and I tried my best to explain you every single thing what happened today in the trading session, and we made mistakes and we learned from them. And also in this video journal, I stated all my mistakes and also the things I was glad about that I improved over time. So this was all for the video. Hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed, and hope you have learned something from this video. And in the description box, I will be posting down the links of other videos too. Make sure to check it out. And if you want to purchase any funded account using the FundedNext platform, you can use the code down in the description box below to avail some crazy discounts while purchasing a funded account using the FundedNext platform. So yeah, Anshuman Rao signing off for today. Peace out.